been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a dope recipe to cook to. This is just a little taste of my singing abilities. We're here to cook 5 more lean, healthy dinners. This is a sequel or a triquel. I've done quite a few of these videos, but I figure you can never have enough ideas. I was in Miami for a few weeks, as you guys know, and I was pretty much mostly eating seafood. So today we're just gonna eat seafood. My grill broke, and it worked out perfectly because what I ended up having to do was run to Walmart and find a grill top thing, and I absolutely love this. This is something that we're gonna be cooking everything on today, and this is called a Lodge griddle pan, and you put it right on top of your burners. Oh my God, I freaking love this, and I'm so glad that it worked out like this. The first recipe I'm gonna show you is the shrimp pasta with grilled vegetables, and the pasta is actually a quinoa-based pasta. It's a quinoa penne from Whole Foods. Somebody commented on the Instagram picture I put up, this better be gluten-free, god damn it. And that really made me laugh, and it is gluten-free. Wheat pasta can cause some issues with your digestion, with your skin, with your hunger, with your appetite, and a lot of people are sensitive to wheat, so try switching over to a quinoa-based pasta. We're gonna start by making a marinade, and I'm just squeezing the juice of a couple limes into a bowl, adding some salt, garlic powder, some crushed minced garlic, some olive oil, and some pepper. Now I'm gonna let the shrimp marinate for probably about 10 minutes. While that's marinating, I'm boiling my pasta, and I'm also gonna chop up some vegetables here. I'm gonna have my little camera friend here get some close-up shots of what I'm doing. Just pretend like that's Mark Wahlberg, okay? Should I actually talk to it like it's Mark Wahlberg? Would that be weird of me? So what you want to do is slice some zucchini or any kind of vegetable that you want. Any vegetable will work with this dish. Now I'm just going to thread my shrimp onto a skewer. The noodles are still cooking. I'm going to pop this on the grill really quick. You don't need more than like 2 or 3 minutes, and once they turn pink, that's when you know they're done. Now we have the noodles that are strained and done. I'm gonna put these on a plate here. I'm gonna use a little sea salt, some basil, a little tiny bit of olive oil. Now I'm gonna take the shrimp and just fork it off of my skewer. This is definitely very hearty, very delicious, very satisfying, but very lean. Whole Foods, real foods. Fat loss friendly dinner. I also added some yellow bell peppers. I forgot to mention that. So we got yellow bell peppers, tomatoes, zucchini, some quinoa pasta, and some shrimp. Spice it however you want. Throw whatever vegetables you want. The more vegetables, the better. The next thing I'm going to show you is a tuna steak with a little side salad. So easy, so quick. It's going to be over in like a flash. So I'm going to season my tuna with a little bit of sea salt, ground pepper, and I always like a little garlic powder. But just like with everything, season it to your liking. I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil, and I'm gonna throw this on the grill. While it's grilling, I'm gonna prep my salad. I just take a look every day and see what do I have, what do I feel like having, and I have these really great oranges. So I'm gonna cut the peel off the orange, and I'm gonna make a little orange kind of side salad. While I'm cutting my orange, I'm just gonna take a little extra off one side so that I've got some of the meat in there. I'm gonna use this at the end to dress the salad. I'm gonna go ahead and put my oranges in the greens, olive oil, a little bit of salt, and I'm gonna squeeze the orange right on top. Put a splash of coconut vinegar on top and a little bit of honey. And I put the tuna on there, and that's it. Dinner's done. Took maybe 3-4 minutes, literally. If you want to really impress your boyfriend or your family, make them think that you really know what you're doing, you get a grill pan, throw some tuna on there, throw a little orange side salad together, they'll think you're like Wolfgang Puck or something. For those of you who are thinking tuna and you're thinking of what a canned tuna tastes like, tuna steak doesn't taste anything like the stuff you get in a can or a pouch or anything like that. Tuna steak, it's very neutral, especially if it's good fresh tuna. And you can get good fresh tuna in the Whole Foods department in the frozen section where it says wild caught tuna steak. When I get really excited about something, these stick up. So clearly, I'm excited about Mahi and showing you recipe number 3. Am I good? Am I good? Okay, so Mahi is my favorite because it tastes like buttery, meaty, delicious. I've never ever prepared it in a way that it doesn't taste really good. It's so firm that it doesn't stick to the pan, it doesn't burn really easily. Just like with everything, I'm seasoning it with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. For the sides, I'm keeping it really simple. I'm doing white asparagus and green asparagus. I'm gonna trim the ends off and just throw those on the grill too. I'm also gonna add some brown rice with this. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I have some microwavable brown rice every once in a while if I don't feel like boiling my rice. And I think this is a really great thing to have. So it's a Lundberg organic brown rice. Trader Joe's also has some ready-made brown rice just for sides for your dinner. If you don't feel like coming home and cooking a whole big thing with a bunch of pots and all that stuff, it could take like 20 minutes to make a pot of rice. Next meal is salmon with pea puree. Stay with me. Stay with me. Okay, so we're gonna use some fresh salmon. When you're getting your salmon, make sure that it's nice and bright and red salmon color. A lot of the times you might see some really sad looking salmon that look kind of like a pale, almost white. Those are gonna taste really terrible. And if you get a salmon that's wild caught, the chances are it's gonna taste so much better. So make sure that you look for the little thing that says wild caught. And if you can't get wild caught, just look for a nice, bright, vibrant salmon. Sometimes they dye them, so it's better to just go with a wild caught so that you can avoid getting a really funky tasting salmon. I'm gonna season my salmon with some sea salt, some fresh ground pepper, and some garlic powder. Like I keep saying, if you want to season yours a little bit differently, that's totally fine. A nice juicy salmon, it's gonna taste good no matter what. For the pea puree, all I'm gonna do is add some peas. In order to thaw your peas, you just throw some water on top of them in a strainer for about 1 minute, 2 minutes. From here, what I'm gonna do is turn on the food processor and slowly start adding some olive oil and garlic. And I'm gonna throw some salt in there. Now I'm going to put this pea puree on the plate, and for those of you who are a little bit nervous about the pea puree, don't be. It's so good, so sweet, and you're going to like this. I don't know if you've noticed this, but when you're trying to feed babies food and they're not liking the vegetables much, one of the only vegetables they'll go to are peas, because peas are delicious. Babies know what they're talking about. Now I'm gonna put the salmon on top of the pea puree. I'm gonna use the fork to put Parmesan cheese on top. Cheese is like a spice, a little bit is all you really need. So there we go. The last dinner for you is gonna be swordfish with the mango salsa. The swordfish, really straightforward. Season it exactly like all the other fish today. Salt, pepper, garlic powder, or however you like to season it. Throw it on the grill for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side or until well done and firm. I'm just gonna take my champagne mango, which is very sweet and tangy, and I'm gonna peel it with a potato peeler, vegetable peeler. If you guys know any mango perfume that smells like a fresh mango, a fresh juicy mango, let me know in the comments below. I want to smell like this all the time. Now I'm gonna chop up my mango. I'm gonna add about this much of a chopped onion. This is like a half of a slice, a big chunky slice. A big old handful of cilantro, a half of a jalapeno. You don't have to add jalapeno, you could just leave this part out, but you guys know I like my food super spicy, so I'm gonna go ahead and put half of a raw jalapeno, some red bell pepper, the juice of 1 lime, some Mrs. Dash Fiesta lime, and I'm gonna give that a quick toss. This is not only good with seafood, but it's also good with anything. You'll like this, I bet you $1 million. Maybe not 1 million, but whatever, you know what I mean. All right guys, those are my 5 lean dinners for you. Hopefully this gives you some new ideas, and hopefully these foods look as delicious to you as they taste to me. My channel hit 200,000 subscribers, so thank you guys. That means more to me than I could possibly say to you, and that's that. If you need any more information about how to get and stay lean, firm and toned, ask me in the questions, go to my Facebook page, or visit leansecrets.com to get my ebook. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.